Greetings my friends, and this is just a quick sort of append, as it were, to this Ottoman campaign. Before we start the Ottoman campaign proper, I still just wanted to dip into the Spanish campaign. This is just a little sort of intro to advise you that Bish, one of the sort of the wonderful council members, has put together a poll where we can you can vote on which government type you would like to see in the Spanish campaign. Now the Spanish campaign won't be coming around again for a while yet, so as you'll probably see at this video is an Ottoman Empire campaign, but he was very kind of him to actually put together a poll for me, and I didn't really want to bypass it and wait till the next time the Spanish campaign comes along, because that might be a month or so away. So I wanted to put this on the beginning of the video, just let you know that I'm going to put the link to that poll in the description, and I'd like to thank Bish for doing that. And I was going to give you two options of which government types you'd like to see. So one will continue with what we've already got, the other will be where we can sort of have a revolution, as it were, and change the government type, get rid of the king. So I'm going to put that link down in the description. So those of you who sort of enjoy the Spanish campaign and maybe like to see a change of government or like to keep things as they are, that option is going to be made to you. I'd like to once again thank Bish for really sort of wonderful advice and taking his time to put that together for me. It's very, very kind of him indeed. Please, my friends, go to that link if you can, please. Vote whichever you'd like to see, and next time we have a Spanish campaign episode, that vote will then sort of be put into effect. So we'll start sort of putting things together to move in whichever direction that you, my friends, have chosen. So I just wanted to put that at the beginning of the Ottoman. I know this is about the Spanish campaign, but I didn't want to sort of cut into the Ottoman campaign and sort of bring the Spanish campaign to it. So I just wanted to sort of append and put this at the front end of this Ottoman campaign before we went any further. But the next time you'll hear me, my friends, it will be the Ottoman campaign proper. But I'd like to thank all of you for your wonderful advice and proposals. And once again, I'd like to thank Bish for his wonderful sort of support. It's been absolutely fantastic, and that goes for all of you as well, my friends. But again, the link will be in the description. Please click on it. Please vote if you can, and choose whatever you'd like to see. But next time, my friends, you shall hear me now will be in the Ottoman campaign, and I'll see you there very shortly. Bye for now, my friends. Greetings and welcome to episode 8 of my Empire Total War Darth mod Ottoman Empire campaign. And this, my friends, I we left it last time, where we have, my friends, stabilized the front here. As you can see, our war with Austria has built to a head here, and Austria has found some resurgency here. Initially, Zagreb, Croatia was in control of our allies here, Sweden. They gave that to them to sort of hopefully prevent Austria moving against them. Unfortunately, they declared war on Sweden and then proceeded to move in with a considerable powerful force here. As you can see, this is nothing to be sniffed at all here, my friend. This really is a very, very elite force here. Not a full force, but if you combine these together, you've got a very powerful army, especially plenty of cav here, but they really have put together some exceptional troops here. But we aren't without those caliber of troops ourselves. As you can see here, my friend, look at that army. It is an absolute joy to see. It is commanded by Murat Hakim. He has 2 Riskers of Souls. Now, those of you who may have watched the previous campaign episodes will have known the absolute brutality the Riskers of Souls here, these berserker infantry, bring to the battle. They single-handedly turned a battle in our favour against an Austrian force, and that Austrian force outnumbered us and outgunned us, and the Risker of Souls actually turned that battle in our favour by charging through a full line of fire. That is absolutely no word of a lie, my friends. They took the full brunt of that fire. They did not blink, they did not turn around, they did not run away, and they took that fight and they actually turned that battle in our favour. And this is why we're able to actually move such powerful forces up now to the front line. We also have here in Transylvania, which we did take last time, we took Klausenberg from them just to give us that sort of solidity to our front line here, that tactical strategic edge we need here. We could, if they remember, the majority of the Austrian forces are actually here in the sort of southern redoubt here of Zagreb. They have left, not weakened, but should we say, not the best army here. Now, this army is a phenomenally, elite army. It really is. We're talking Marines, garrison guards, we're talking Swiss Grenadiers, Hungarian Hussars as well. Got some cannon here as well, but still. But this army here is powerful enough to actually move down here and attack Hungary if it came to it, or at least defend this sort of front line here. Now, we are also at war with Russia. That's a problem. Now, we have peace here with Poland. which again is not too much of a problem for us because we hopefully can hold that. But again, Britain is actually bringing most of these the attention of the Poles to Königsberg. Now, if I remember correctly, Poland is at war, but no, it's not. It's at war with Prussia here, but it's not at war with, and it's at war with Austria. I do beg your pardon. So in fact, Silesia was taken, I believe. So if the Poles can rid themselves of the British here and the Prussians here in Courland, they might be able to turn their attentions to here. We are trying to sort of surreptitiously, sort of under the the table, as it were, help them out without giving any overt instance that we're doing that, my friends. But again, the war, the civil war, unfortunately, in India is hitting our trade quite hard. As you can see, only 342 income. That's going to be absolutely brutal for us. As you can see, Sweden's been hit, but primarily it's going to be the Marathans and the Mughals who are blockading each other's ports. That's what's really kicking us here in the trade. And also the Crimean Khan is also being hit as well, blockaded. But because this was hit here, this port was hit here, so of course we've lost that trade there until it's repaired. It is in the stage of being repaired, which should be very, very soon. But we're going to, I think we're going to have to raise taxes here momentarily of the nobility to bring at least some kind of decent amount of income here for ourselves. So tax income has gone up. It'll hurt our growth, but we have to do it so until things even out here. As you can see in the subcontinent here, the Marathans are indeed in almost full control of India. They are sort of have cut a sway through central and northern India, and southern India is firmly in their grip. But it looks like they're moving into the sort of last vanguards of Mughal Empire. They're still at war, indeed they are. So there's a chance that the Marathans might overwhelm the Mughals. Now, the only reason we're interested in this is trade. If the Marathans become the sort of the dominant force here and they sort of wipe out the Mughals, that's good for us because it'll give us that trade. All of these trade ports here will be freed up. You can see they're blockading each other, they're hitting each other quite hard. So if this is open here for us and we have one dominant power in India, that will really be a huge boon to us. It really will. We're allied with the Mughals, but we're not helping them in any shape or form, either overtly or covertly, because we simply cannot allow ourselves to be dragged into a civil war here. We don't have the power or the sort of the resources to be able to help that sort of process, as it were, run its course. We've got to let it run its course. We do have powerful forces here in Baghdad because we were, remember, at war with the Persians, and they really did throw a lot at us, a huge amount at us. We've also stationed this powerful force here on the border between Armenia and Anatolia. We are trying to put together some other force. We're going to move these. Actually, we could probably start moving these 18-pounders down here. I think they'll be far more beneficial to us. Instead of just being sat here doing nothing, I think we'll move them into here. We're also moving our imam here as well. Now, we also need to get our infrastructure up as best we can here. We really, really do. Okay, so this is our naval forces here, which we are replenishing as well. We've got Greece here. Now, the council did actually say that we should take Greece from the Iroquois as soon as possible. We will do that, my friends. It'll open up another possibility of trade, and also another... we can actually take that from a meeting hall and move it to something else. It's university here. But we should really take Greece as soon as we can. We don't have the resources at the moment because most of our firepower, most of our military strength and resources are at the front lines here, guarding against any Austrian harassment. But as you can see here in research, this here is crucial. One more turn and we will have European doctrine, which means we will have the Nizam and the Sekban forces, but primarily the Nizam infantry, rifles, light infantry, and the mounted Nizam as well, including the Sekban Janissary riflemen as well. So we've got coming up, look at that. I mean, that's a wonderful accuracy, 66. We've also got some, look at this, I mean, look at these rifles, wonderful to see here. Sedate infantry, you know, really does bring our troops into sort of the real professional age, as it were then. So we're almost one turn away from getting what the council absolutely was deciding was key, was to get that European doctrine, get that up as quickly as possible. The very first thing we did was to start researching that, and it's been researching that for a very, very long number of years. We're almost within touching distance of it now. So I think that's pretty much all we've got at the moment. We we can't really raid any of these regions yet. We've got this fleet here. It is a powerful fleet, but it does have some brigs. It does have an admiral's 5th rate here as well, which might tip the balance, but we are bringing our own fleet up to full strength here as well, which is good to see. We need to keep this trade port open regardless of what happens. We can open this one up very soon as well. We've got a lot of trade moving through our lands here, a lot of trade. Let's end the turn my friends, and let's see what happens. Actually, just quickly, we could probably move then to get socket bayonets here in Mosul. I think we'll probably go for spinning jenny here to make access to the bonus from textile industry. We definitely need to research this for the metal roads, and also increase just wealth in general as well, which will be good to see. Let's end the turn, my friends. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what comes our way. Britain, France. Oh, well done, France. Well done, sir. We're trying to keep ourselves below the parapet here, below the radar. We don't want to force out anybody's hand upon us. We don't want to really force anybody to declare war upon us or provoke anybody else. I see the Dutch here at war already. You can see we're already making use of many of these trade nodes. We just want to trade, we want to be peaceful with those nations we're currently peaceful with, and then we want to sort of deal with those nations we're at war with. Now, Austria, of course, is one of those nations. Can we deal with them at the moment? No. But we're hoping that Poland might be able to help us here and draw some of this sort of Austrian firepower away from our shores. Hopefully Sweden will be able to do something as well. Now, Sweden has some powerful forces here, and hopefully they're moving against... Come on now, Sweden, for goodness sake, sir. Hopefully Sweden will move against Russia as well, because they're at war with Russia. But as you can see, the British are going to land a force here. That's going to hurt. Pirates. European doctrine is now finished. That is excellent to see. It really is. Now, let's just make sure we got... No, we don't need Mosul. It might be best as well if we actually move towards spinning jenny here in Mosul. Let's get our... We need to get our info. Many of the councils saying you need to focus on infrastructure, you need to focus on your economy. That is primary here. Primary is... The primary thing we need to do here is a focus on infrastructure and our economy. I agree with you wholeheartedly, my friends. It really is absolutely essential we do that. We could get a school of poetry which will add happiness and wealth. That's 1,000, but we need to sort of try to bring 5661 because we've opened up this port again here. What we might try and do is invest in our navy a little bit more as well. I wonder if we can get an... We can't afford an admiral just yet, which is a shame. I think what we might do then is lower the taxes back. 4655. I think we'll lower the taxes. We want that wealth to increase. We want the sort of national wealth to increase. We can't actually upgrade anything just yet because we do need a lot of research to be done. I wonder if we could sell some research. We do need field crop rotation as well for the farms. But if we were to get explosive shells, that will give us a great arsenal, which will mean we can get 24 pounders, which we're desperately trying to move towards. But we do have European doctrine now. That is crucial here to our sort of military advancements here. What do we have? What can we get here? Sec-band janissaries will be absolutely fantastic. Now, what do we need to be able to open up those? Does it mean we need army visirates? Cairo janissary. Yes, it is. So we need to move down. Oh, look at that. Sikh musketeers as well. Absolutely fantastic. Yes, so we need to get an army visirate to be able to open up the Nizam infantry to ourselves. So again, that's what we've got to focus on as well. So to be able to do that, looks like we might have to change spinning jenny to, because we need to get military academy as quickly as possible as well to open up Cairo janissaries, which will be a huge help to us. And it's only 3 turns, and that'll definitely boost our economy. We must try and focus on our economy. What we might do is cancel. I'm just already gone 7 turns in. I think what we will do is we've already got some very good guns already. We might cancel this here and move to socket bayonets here, 12 turns. And then we'll move this, we'll keep Mosul on our economy. We'll try and get field crop rotation. I wonder if we can set out any of our... Oh my goodness me, Mysore have gone. Mysore have gone. Look at that. I mean, the Marathons are absolutely rampant here. If they can take over this, if they can take control of this, my word, it will be a huge boost to us. There it is. Actually, it's opened up. The port is open back up here. Oh, that's excellent to see. Excellent to see. Trade is now flowing again through Basra. We do need to get field crop rotation so we can upgrade all these farms here. And also to be able to upgrade to Spinning Mule. Where is Spinning Mule? How far down are we looking at Spinning Mule? So if we get Spinning Jenny, we can get Spinning Mule, but we need Division of Labour to do that, in which case we've got to increase... Oh, we've got to upgrade our college. Which is here. So we need Empiricism, which we already have. So again, there's that complex web of research that needs to be done. Now the madrasa, that large madrasa here, that's 750. That'll give us +2. Convert the populace as well. I wonder if that'll help. It's already going up here already. I wonder if we just pop that into here, just to give us that added security here for the populace. It'll help turn things in our favour. That's absolutely fine. But they are starting now to put together some very strong armies here. But we're just going to hope that the Poles can do something here. Look after themselves. Is Prussia at war with... You know, the trade partners with Austria, which is a menace really, to be honest with you. But they're at war with Russia. But hopefully Sweden can do something here as well. They've already taken Finland. Let's see if we can sell some things here. Primarily to Sweden. Let's see what they've got. Now base. Oh, I wonder if we can swap this for measuring tools. No, let's see if we can sell it to them though. Yes, excellent. And actually the council did recommend we do this. Oh my goodness me, we could actually sell them quite a lot here. Let's just try and sell them individual things here. Let's see if they'll take the bait here. No. Let's try and give them 2 technologies. No, not interested at all. Let's try some military technology. Let's try plug bayonet. No, not interested at all, which is absolutely fine. Spain is unfriendly. Ooh, look at that, they've got measuring tools here. And they've got spinning Jenny as well. I wonder if we could try... We won't give them ring bayonets. We'll try it for those 2. No, let's try and sell them some technology. Not interested whatsoever. What about Poland? Let's see if Poland, they're quite friendly with us at the moment. We can give them fire by rank. That might actually help them in their fight against... Yes, well done, sir. That might actually tip the balance in Poland's favour with fire by rank. It is a wonderful, wonderful doctrine to have. It really is. With the Mughals, I wonder if we can sort of, before they are cast aside once and for all, I wonder if we can sell them some stuff. Some technology here. You jest, sir, surely. Oh, they do have a good sense of humour, I'll give them that. Let's try that. No. I think we can end those negotiations, sir. But Marathons, let's see if we can maybe push them towards... Oh yes, indeed we could. Got to keep trying. We've got to keep trying here. We're given fire by rank. Not interested. That's fine. We're not going to give our things away. We're not going to give it away. Actually, let's try and sell these to them if possible. No. Right. Let's leave it as it is. We're not going to start giving our away our technology. Those who pay for it, they shall get it. Otherwise, no. Now, we're going to keep this money in reserve here. Actually, oh, look at that. Well, well, well. Look at that, sir. 800 to the wealth here. Are there any other any other mines we could... Oh, yes, there is indeed. A 1,000. I think we'll have this. We should upgrade this here while we've got the chance. That'll definitely help to increase our income here, and it just falls in within the remit here of the Carpathian Mountains here, which is quite nice to see. We'll then upgrade these other mines if possible. I believe we've got other mines as well at our disposal. We'd also need to focus on a college. We need to bring a college up to full strength as well here. Right, let's end the turn here, my friends. Let's see what happens here. That's a shipyard. Ideally, we should really bring this and make this a trade port. As many of you say, Alexandria was actually one of the largest trade ports in the world. Let's destroy this here. We'll make it into a port, a trading port. Let's end the turn, my friends. Let's see what happens here. Okay, let's just put one of these guns into here. I'm going to reinforce this if we can here. Yes, we are. We might get rid of some of the mob, I think. Actually, they are pretty handy. So no, we'll leave it as it is. I've got another madrasa down there as well. What will... Oh, France, I think. They're reinforcing the front lines here. They are definitely going to move against us. I can absolutely guarantee it. But they're draining everything they can away from their front lines there. Look at that. I think they're going to start raiding us there as well. Prussia. Oh, plot thickens, my friends. Plot thickens. Russia. Come on, Sweden. You must do something against Russia. Yes, at last they've gotten rid of those Hanoverians. Italian states, you just stay. You just. That's it. Well done. You just mind your own business there, Denmark. We'll have to get some more ships, I think, into these trade nodes as well. I think that'll be another potential for us as well to do. Westphalia's gone. Oh wow. 5728 4745. Madrasa here. I wonder what that madrasa will do to the... What is it looking like here, the religious... Oh, it's... We don't need to convert that madrasa there. We'll just keep it as it is. Cotton plantation, 25 bales. What's the cost of cotton here at the moment? Cotton is actually 24. Not too bad at all, actually. That's another possibility there for ourselves. But I think what we are going to do is we're going to put some ships. Actually, I'll make this into a trading port. I think we'll... Oh, look at that there. I think we'll put... Also, yes, we'll have this here on Cyprus. As I said, we're going to invest in our economy in a substantive way here. But we do need to get... to need to get division of labour here as well, and the wealth of nations. So to be able to move on from these, we're going to have to upgrade one of our colleges here. Oh, look at that there. I think we have to invest in the college first. We'll actually invest in the college here, which is our finest. Let's have a look. Here in Mosul. So actually we'll upgrade Mosul to a college, primarily to get these philosophy upgrades here of division of labour, because that's going to be very important to us. It really is. But we are increasing our economic strength as well, bit by bit. We're just going to start increasing that as well. We've got this port here. This port alone should open up another trade route for us. But again, as I said, we're trying to bit by bit increase our economy here. But I mean, look at the strength they're putting together. Oh my goodness me, look at the strength they're putting together here. They're going to go for one massive onslaught here, you can just tell. And to that end, I think we might just start moving these forces down to here. I think that's what we're going to do, because they're quite clearly going to move down here to attack us here with this force. Which means I might have to use this force to deal with it. Which means this one will be weakened by itself. But you can see they've taken a lot of damage, these armies. They're not at full strength. But we are going to be facing up to quite a strong... Of course, they've brought in these two gentlemen here. I wonder if we can just change. Let's try and stir the muddy waters here a little bit. Oh, now that. Oh, look at that. They've taken Vilnius, the British. Oh my goodness me. The plot thickens. If they move against us here, we are going to strike out and remove this threat here. We might have to move against Zagreb ourselves and rid ourselves of these fiends here. And then we can replenish and move against Banja. They've got a lot of forces available. We might have to start bringing forces up from Istanbul here. We've got two of these Sekban Janissaries, but we do need some more. We can get some more Janissary Grenadiers as well, which we shall do, and also the Janissary Musketeers. Can't afford them at the moment, but we will have to put some into the theatre. Let's end the turn here, my friends, and see what happens. Looks like Britain might be moving now towards increasing their sort of firepower with the war with Russia currently engaged. Yeah, this doesn't bode well at all. That's right, you just move your forces away. You just move... Wait a minute, wait just a minute. We are going to prepare for the worst, but hope for the best here with this Austrian war. We have to increase our ship numbers in our trade nodes as well. Looks like the squeeze upon Poland has begun in earnest. What will Russia do? Nothing at the moment. Ooh. Persia. Mughals. That's right, gentlemen. You just stay out of the way. Look, the Crimean Colony is actually building up quite the force there. Oh, and they've been pushed out here by... Excellent. A... Yes, Useka Kul. Wow, that's a big upgrade, that is there. Oh, wow, Portugal have gone. Mexico. So Portugal have probably been fallen to the Spanish indeed. The Spanish have taken Portugal now. We do we have trade with Spain? I don't believe we do. I wonder if we can now get trade with them. If we could get trade with the Spanish, that would be absolutely fantastic. Let's actually throw in... for trade. Let's try fire by rank. Oh, not interested in trade. That's absolutely fine, sir. But oh, Mexico. I wonder if we can trade with Mexico. Absolutely not. Again, wonder if we can just tip the balance in our favour. Try plug bayonets. Yes. We have a trade agreement with Mexico now. How prolific that will be, we're not too sure, but it looks like with this port opening as well, there's a possibility we might get even more in. 6576 here, 5316 now we have. I think we do need to increase our trade fleet. Two, we get one sloop here, and we get another sloop here as well. And then we'll have to increase our military forces. We'll have to. Let's get some Janissary Grenadiers. 4 of these gentlemen here. Although it pains me to have to do that, we're going to have to reinforce these front lines because we are going to indeed probably come up against some kind of fighting force here with the Austrians gearing towards it. Mind you, they are moving in. Oh no, wait. Yeah, it looks like they are being attacked here quite aggressively. Oh, but they've taken They've taken Königsberg. Now that should give them a huge boost. They've retaken it from the British. Probably because we gave them fire by rank. I wonder. Will they be interested in anything else here? Post basic steam pump for 1,000. Yeah. Make it 1,000 and we can talk. But yep, that's fine. I'll take that. That's absolutely fine. If we can help out an ally, or not an ally, but the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So we definitely want to help them out in terms of, we'll take the money, but we'll also be looking. Oh, look at that! There, we can also upgrade some of these mines here. I think we'll upgrade. Oh, look at that! Silver mine, absolutely, sir. That silver mine there in Serbia, that's going to be a huge boon to us. I think we'll just put this gentleman here, this side here, on, just so we're close enough here to be able to move across here if needs be and cut them off at the bridge. Because if they attack, they'll attack across the bridge here. But we can also support here if needs be. We'd have to cross this bridge here to move around. But if we can get 4 more grenadiers into here, that really will stiffen up the front lines considerably. Now we're looking here, Orthodox. It's still quite high here, but we are turning things around. That's Excellency. Excuse me, Sweden is still here, which is excellent. Britain is here, but it's not doing anything. It has a mighty fleet there. Ooh, Irish volunteers as well. Fantastic. Right, let's end the turn, my friends. Let's see what happens here again. Quick look at our research here. Almost spinning Jenny's almost ready. From there, I think we'll probably go to field crop rotation. Condensed marching won't give us anything at all. Wedge formation will actually give us Royal Mameluke Guards. They might be, they'd be an excellent compliment to our troops. They really would. Like, let's end the turn here, my friends. So Britain is gearing up towards potentially moving out against, well done France, well done sir. Moving out against Russia. Now if they can move against Russia, Britain, that would really be a huge help to us. It would tie down a considerable enemy force. Oh, look at that. They're definitely going to be moving towards Transylvania here. So that's why we've got to move that army back. That's why we just moved out the way, but we've tempted them out. We've moved them out now. Yeah, looks like they're going to move against us. Oh, look at that. They destroyed that Polish army, which is that's a real shame there. Poland's up against it. Marathons, who we have no issues with whatsoever. New Spain, we do have now some. Mexico is now a trade partner of ours, which is good to see. To help support that sort of emerging nation. Crimea is moving against somebody, but whom? Probably Russia. Ah, excellent. They're not quite ready yet, but as you can see here, why are they moving here? We've got to move these forces back. They're going to... Oh my goodness me, that is a brutal force. They're quite clearly going to be moving towards Transylvania. That's a heck of a force they've got there. Excellent. Can these gentlemen actually reach? No, they can't. We'll have to run the risk. There it is. There it is. We do need Division of Labia to increase that. I wonder if that'll give us options here. Spain are unfriendly, which is absolutely fine, but will they now... Oh, ho, ho, ho. Fire by rank, eh? No, sir. But if you can give us a trade agreement, you will get that as well. Oh, you asked too much, sir. That's absolutely fine. Can't trade with anybody else, but still. That's an additional trade line coming in for us there. 6437. Almost ready, and we can move them up here. Hopefully we can reach this force here before it moves in against Transylvania. There's a chance it can move against Transylvania quite quickly. We really want to gain and hold Transylvania if possible. We've got this steam pump down here. Pasha's Palace. What will that give us? It'll give us Risker of Souls. Or do we need that at the moment? No. The economy has to be key here. We'll sort of build up the empire from the more easily defended, the sort of the rear areas, it were. College here as well. Anything else we can do? We could invest in the Bayes Mansion here. Oh, what? I think that's going to go on. That's... Oh my goodness me, you... Wait just a minute, wait just a minute. They're worth every single gold piece. Goodness me. If we... Oh my goodness me, yes. I think we'll increase the barracks here as well in Damascus as well, just to make sure we've got our... But Ankara here is absolutely going to give us some phenomenal troops. Royal Janissary Guards. We can move those up here to the front lines, or even put together another army here in Istanbul. That will really ramp up the pressure here. Right, let's end the turn. There's a good chance we're going to have a battle here, possibly. Moving in here. Will they move against Russia? That's the key here. Will Britain actually move against Russia, or will they land more forces against the Poles? They're moving. Look at that. Those fiends. We've lost Transylvania. Just what we didn't need. We should have left those forces there, but that's the mistake that I made, my friends. That's entirely my mistake. We are going to move against Transylvania. Bring it under siege. It's going to be a real war here with Austria. I wonder if we can gain peace with them, so we can sort of build up our forces here along the border. Come on, Poland, for goodness sake, get a grip of yourselves. Oh, they've lost Gdansk as well. Oh, Sweden's on the warpath. I've got a feeling that we're going to see the complete collapse of the Mughals here soon. Mexico is actually not doing too bad for itself at all. Damn. That's going to hurt. We will move against them. We do have the cavalry. We do definitely have the cannon here. We're going to bring this under siege. What we don't need to do, my friends, is panic. That will do us no good whatsoever. Oh yes, look at that. Ah, excellent. I think we'll definitely make that a craft workshop. Yeah, we know, sir. We know. 4435. Let's start them moving towards... We don't need any more forces here at the moment. Ah! Craft workshop here as well, sir. Thank you very much. We are at peace with the Persians. We are going to move against Transylvania. Unless we try and peace with the Austrians now. Minus 100. What if we can get peace with them? Let's see if we can. Just try and... No. Let's see if we can get peace. No, they're not interested at all. They clearly want war. And war they shall have. We shall not back away. We shall not shirk away from this at all. 1,800 here. They have got a huge amount of forces here. A ridiculous amount of forces. All of which they can turn upon us in a heartbeat. Is there anywhere else we can recruit? Ah! Kilns. 4,000. Good grief. Cobweaver's Cottage, but kilns, look at that, 700. We'll definitely have to build some kilns, I think. We should make the most of this. Elat Pottery Workshops. 2,000 for that there. We've got to try and save our money here as best we can. Cannon Foundry, we'll put a Cannon Foundry into place here as well. We're waiting for that infrastructure to be finished. 6 turns we get socket bayonets. 7 turns for field crop rotations. Excellent, let's move them into they've managed to escape any traps set for them. Let's send some more on the way here, just to make sure we've got that constant supply of sloops moving into position. Let's end the turn, my friends. Might be the last turn here. Let's just see what happens here. France is really on a mission here at the moment. And Austria is going to become a menace. Ah, they're moving in now to really reinforce here. We're going to suffer. What? Oh, that's really going to be a brutal fight, my friends. But that's a fight we'll take for next episode, I think, my friends. That really is going to be an absolute brutish fight here. We do definitely have the firepower here and the fire support in our favour. They do have the cavalry here, a copious amount of cavalry. We've also got elite guards. We've only got 1 Swiss Grenadiers here, so we do have. There is a possibility we could actually do. We do have the Risker of Souls, which is really going to be excellent for us. We also have our Delhi Horsemen, but not all of these are in best of shape either. They're not at full strength by a long stretch. So actually this might suit us quite well if we play this correctly here and fight this battle in the correct way. We might actually come out of this and we're destroying quite a powerful Austrian army, but also at the same time retaking Transylvania here, replenishing, and then we can move up those additional forces we are currently recruiting or have recruited. They can then be moved in to sort of reinforce the front lines here. But my friends, that's going to be a fight for next episode. I really do hope you've enjoyed this episode. I mean, again, the Council's advice will always and is always at the heart of every campaign. It really is, my friends. I'd like to thank all of you for your wonderful, wonderful advice, wonderful support. It really has been absolutely incredible. It really has. Again, please keep your comments coming down below, my friends. All of your advice is always taken on board, and I always try and incorporate as much as I can to every campaign. But this is going to be quite a brutal fight. We do have pikemen coming in here as well, which is going to be pretty nasty. They can be quite nasty to deal with, especially the Swiss. Because they look at their immediate defense, 17. They don't have much fire support. We do have a huge amount, especially the organ gun, which can be brutal. The cavalry isn't at full strength either. Only 2 regiments are at full strength. The rest of their army has taken a little bit of a beating here. So that might be in our favour. But my friends, we're going to take that fight next episode. Hope you've enjoyed it. Whatever you do, my friends, please be careful. Please be safe. But until next time, my friends, bye for now.